The Galactic Defense Academy floated in high orbit above Centauri Prime, a gleaming station where the brightest warriors from 100 species trained to protect the known systems. Its halls echoed with the chittering of Zarati cadets, the deep rumbles of Kron instructors, and the melodic voices of the Silvari diplomats in training. When Ava walked through the entrance airlock on orientation day, nobody paid much attention. She was human, a species barely a century into interstellar travel, still considered primitive by most standards. Her small frame and quiet demeanor made her seem even less remarkable. She carried a single duffel bag, kept her eyes down, and spoke only when directly addressed. The other cadets exchanged knowing glances. Another human trying to prove themselves in a galaxy that had already decided their place. Oliver noticed her first. He was also human, one of only 5 in the entire academy, and he'd learned to spot his own kind in the crowd. Tall and broad-shouldered, Oliver had spent 3 years clawing his way up from the bottom ranks, earning grudging respect through sheer stubbornness and an uncanny tactical mind. He caught Ava's eye during the opening assembly and offered a friendly nod. She looked away. "Don't bother," said Kraxon, a towering Kron warrior whose scales gleamed like polished obsidian. His mandibles clicked with amusement. "That one won't last a week. Humans always either burn out or wash out." Oliver bristled, but said nothing. He'd heard it all before. The first week proved Kraxon seemingly right. Eva performed adequately in physical conditioning, but showed no exceptional strength. In weapons training, she chose the basic plasma pistol over the more sophisticated energy rifles the other cadets favored. During tactical simulations, she volunteered for support roles, communications, medical, logistics. Nothing flashy, nothing memorable. "She's afraid," whispered Solara, a crystalline Silvari whose body refracted light in mesmerizing patterns. Typical human. They freeze when confronted with real galactic threats. But Oliver watched more carefully. He noticed that Eva never made the same mistake twice. He saw how her eyes tracked everything: exit points, weapons placements, the body language of instructors and students alike. During hand-to-hand combat drills, she lost every match but never seemed frustrated. She was studying, not competing. The turning point came during the 4th week. Commander Vortex, a legendary Zerati war hero, announced a live combat exercise. The cadets would board a derelict station reportedly haunted by rogue defense drones, a standard training scenario designed to test teamwork under pressure. The cadets would work in squads of 10. Ava was placed with Oliver's unit, much to Kraxon's vocal displeasure. "Great," a Kron warrior grumbled. Babysitting duty. The derelict station was everything the briefing promised: dark corridors, failing life support, and the distant screeches of active drones. The squad moved in standard formation with Kraxon on point, his heavy armor gleaming even in the dim emergency lighting. Eva took up the rear. As expected, they'd cleared 3 sections when the ambush hit. It wasn't rogue drones. It was a fully operational defense grid that shouldn't have existed on a derelict station. Plasma fire erupted from hidden turrets. The ceiling collapsed, separating the squad. In the chaos, 3 cadets went down immediately, their suits' shields overwhelmed. "Fall back," Oliver shouted, but the corridor behind them sealed with blast doors. Kraxon roared and charged the nearest turret, his armor absorbing punishment that would have vaporized a lesser species. Solara generated prismatic barriers, but they shattered under sustained fire. The squad was pinned, outgunned, and rapidly running out of options. Then Eva moved. She didn't run toward cover. She sprinted directly into the kill zone. "What is she doing?" Solara screamed. Ava's hands flew over her portable terminal as plasma bolts seared the air around her. She dove, rolled, and came up beside a maintenance panel. Her fingers worked with inhuman speed. bypassing security protocols that should have taken hours to crack. The turret swiveled toward her. Oliver fired desperately, trying to draw their attention. But the defense grid had locked onto the greater threat, the small, human girl who just breached its core systems. Ava's eyes never left her screen. Lines of code scrolled past at impossible speeds. She wasn't hacking. She was having a conversation. The turrets hesitated, their targeting lasers wavering. Impossible, Craxon breathed. Those systems are unhackable. Ava's fingers stopped. She looked up at the nearest turret's sensor cluster and said one word: checkmate. Every turret in the corridor powered down simultaneously. The blast doors opened. The emergency lighting switched to full illumination. And in the sudden quiet, Eva stood and calmly walked back to the group. Her expression unchanged. Commander Vortex's voice crackled over their comm systems. Exercise terminated. All squads returned to the briefing room. Immediately. The briefing room was packed with instructors, senior officers, and cadets from other squads. Eva stood at attention while Vortex's multifaceted eyes fixed on her. Cadet Eva, the commander's translator, rendered his clicking speech into standard. Please explain how you defeated a defense grid that stumped military hackers for 2 decades. Ava's voice was soft but steady. I didn't defeat it, sir. I recognized the architecture. It's based on a human design specifically. Military AI developed during the resource wars. The core language was ancient Earth programming. I just spoke its language. The room erupted in whispers. Your file said you were a civilian applicant, Vortex continued. No military background. Ava's slight smile was the first real expression Oliver had seen from her. My file says a lot of things, sir. Not all of them are complete. Later, Oliver found her in the observation deck, staring out at the stars. So, he said carefully, military intelligence? Cyber warfare specialist, Eva admitted. I was hunting rogue-as across human space before I could legally vote. The Academy thought it would be useful to see how humans perform when underestimated. Turns out, being underestimated is our greatest tactical advantage. Oliver laughed. The galaxy's going to have a hard time with us, isn't it? Ava's smile widened. They have no idea what's coming.